Good evening, friends, or good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I'm really excited. I just started a Patreon. It's been in my consciousness for a year and a half, and I just not sat down to understand how it works. And now that I've researched it and gone through it, I'm so excited. There's so many amazing, beautiful creators on there. If you're interested in joining my Patreon, some of the benefits of it will be I will be hosting one question and answer sessions. I will post healing circles on there, links to healing circles that people paid events. I will post many light language activations and healings through there. I will have lots of questions and answers, webinars, energy updates, just activations. It's going to be so expansive and such a great way for us to connect. It's all about expanding our consciousness, coming back home to ourselves, who we are as a soul being. So if you're interested in learning more about my Patreon, drop me a line, comment below, and I'll send you the link. I'm so excited. I love learning something new. I used to be such a procrastinator in my day, and with me, I've learned working with spirit, higher self, source, whatever you want to call it, God, just that intuitiveness, that intuitive nudge. You have to do things when the timing's right. We don't want to do things when we're feeling forced or under the gun. And you know what? It's like our consciousness knows when we're ready to expand, when we're ready to shift into a different timeline, into a higher version of ourselves. And that, literally, a light switch went off. I'm going to segue into how that works when we are shifting our consciousness. So we view everything through a lens of our reality. Our lens of reality is generally not clear. Our soul sees it clear. Our highest self sees it clear. But our lens, it gets dirty. Think of your glasses, if you wear glasses or sunglasses. Every time we touch them, we get little bits of oil on it. So it changes our vision if we don't clean it. And so as we go through life, as we go through circumstances that may be not good, even great circumstances, they can shift the way we perceive things going on around us. They can shift the way we feel things. They can shift the way, how we the subjectiveness of reality going on around us. That being said, we need to clean the lens of our reality. You could be sitting in a room of 50 people and somebody says something, and one out of those 50 people may be triggered by it, or maybe two, but in different ways, triggered by different things, because we all have that different lens of reality. We all have those pieces within us that we're working to release to come back to ourselves. Our soul does not, it's this pure energy. And what the world wants us to believe is that we are powerless and that other people are controlling us, other people are bad, other people victimize us, but that is where we lose our power and give it away. What we innately need to do, and everybody wants to do subconsciously, whether we know it or not, is come back into our power. But we have religions. Nothing wrong with religions. I think religions are great in the right context. We have beliefs that may have been embedded in family lines, family gene lines, beliefs that may have been embedded in you when you're in your mother's womb, because energy passes through the fetus. If your mother's going through difficult situations, that will be embedded in your DNA code. That'll be embedded in your nervous system. But as we know with epigenetics, we can change this. Our body, our mind, our soul, it's a moving, ever-evolving organism. We can talk ourselves out of things. The placebo effect is a real thing. So, when people say fake it till you make it, you legitimately can. You just need to balance the mind, body, and soul in that space. So you can tell yourself things all you want, but if your body isn't feeling it and your soul is rejecting it in that moment, you won't be manifesting. The key to manifesting that highest abundance, that highest timeline, the greatest life, everything that you desire, is aligning the mind, body, and soul. You're not going to be a millionaire if you live in a poor mindset or a lack mindset. You're not going to find the love of your life or have the most amazing relationship if you're living in a mindset where people are bad or people are untrustworthy, or that's not for you, or intimacy is scary, because people go through things in their life that teach them that. That was one of my paths that I had to overcome, to learn that intimacy is safe And intimacy with myself is the safest thing, listening to your inner self. So a little bit about that. And you know what? This is the beauty of life. We can flow through it. And when those circumstances come up that slap us in the face and we're like, I can't do this, this is where you need to shift your mindset. You need to train your brain like you'd train a dog, like you'd train, employees, like you train your children to think outside that box. Think outside yourself. Our minds are designed to protect us. So our minds aren't always going to take us places that we want to be. They may take us to places where we want to run away, where we want to fight back. Oh, there's a loud motorcycle going around outside. We need to calm that mind. And this is where meditation comes in. This is where energy healing comes in. This is where coming into touch with your soul comes in. It is powerful stuff. So if you missed the beginning of this video, I just started my Patreon. I'm going to be doing so much of this in there. Like my communities on Facebook have grown so rapidly, it's difficult for me to reach everybody who wants to work with me, everybody who tries to book with me and do one-on-one sessions with me. I just don't physically have the time to work with 90,000 people growing rapidly every day. So I've decided to start a Patreon where I can share these things, where I can do more intimate energy updates, where I can do readings, where I can come across and do activations. I'll post the links to my healing circles. So it's just, I'm just so excited. Like, I feel so grateful. I'm so emotional right now because it's like exciting. And yeah, I invite you to come join me on there if you'd like. I will post the link for it in my bio and I'll link it to this video because I did not do that before I started it because I'm just so excited. I'm like, yeah. But anyway, you can find me on YouTube, Becky Lee Soul Alchemy. You can find me on Patreon, Becky Lee, The Collective Consciousness, and come visit me there and shift your life. Like, this is where we need to start taking accountability for ourselves. How are you going to shift? Sometimes we just have to do it. Step into that place. Anyway, I love you. I hope you have the most beautiful evening. Comment below what you've been going through, what you're shifting, what you're feeling, and let's connect. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon. Bye.